All right, it's 4 a.m. and I have some thoughts. All right, so lately, a lot of people have been talking about Wesker. A lot of the discourse lately has been people don't they've been playing against Wesker a lot, and people aren't necessarily enjoying it, and that's a whole nother discourse. But basically, it boils down to a lot of people just find Wesker fun to play, like a well-designed killer that has high skill ceiling but also counterplay, and they think it's fun to play him. Like they just enjoy playing Wesker, win or lose. But then people will follow that up with, well, I don't find it fun to play him, which is a valid argument, especially if you're seeing him a lot. However, that boils down to what you find fun. A lot of the arguments, and this has been brought up in a lot, like every single discussion on what should stay or go in DBD. Like what started this was yesterday, someone on Twitter said that they wanted the slugging mechanic we had talked about in a previous video brought into the game from the PTB, and I was trying to bring up like, no, that was actually like high-end Garbo. That was a miserable experience for everyone. Like usually that entire PTB was seen as miserable by most people, if not all people, just due to the fact that it made people slug more. But outside of that, he wanted it because he got tired of playing, the mean builds of people with the flashlights, the boil overs, the breakdowns, running up to a second level and just waiting for you to down them because they're not going to be able to get you to a hook. And I was like, yeah, you know what? It's beatable. And it can be aggravating, but if you maintain your head, that's nothing, nothing you can't beat. And the guy's like, well, it's not that I can't beat it, it's that it's not fun to go against. And I'm like, so not everything is going to be fun to go against, not every play style, but somebody is having fun. The team that's pulling that off, a lot of people doing those meme builds and stuff like that, they're not actively trying to win because it's a whole team effort to get it to work. And you know what the whole team is doing if they're fucking with you? They're not doing gens. So it's a game you're probably going to win. They know that. They're just trying to have fun too. But saying, this needs to go away because I don't enjoy it, well, somebody is. Just because you don't find something fun doesn't mean somebody's not having fun doing it. And a lot of the counterplay argument I get to that is, well, I paid for this game, so, excuse me. So I deserve to have fun all the time. And that's this. No, that's not how shit works. There isn't a video game out there. There isn't a board game. There isn't a sports game. There isn't a card game that you have to pay items, either pay to play, pay to buy equipment for, pay to buy cards to play, that you are going to have fun every time, regardless of how much money you spent. Like that is just not something. It doesn't work like that. You don't just say, I paid money, I deserve to have fun. If I bought a chessboard and chess pieces, and I decided to take that and then go and play a room full of grandmasters, I'm going to have a miserable experience. And there was someone say, no, I paid for this, I deserve to have fun and win every time. That's just not how life goes. That's not how games go. You're not going to enjoy them every single time. Nothing's always going to go your way and be fun, because on the flip side of the coin, usually, especially in games like this, as you're watching, there's two sides. One side is going to have more fun than the other side. It's kind of, that's how it works. One side wins. One side, sometimes it's a good win, sometimes it's a bad win, sometimes it's a hard fought win or loss, on the reverse side. But somebody's not going to have as much fun as somebody else. So trying to say, I deserve to have all this fun because I paid for it, is basically you're just saying, I want to win every single time regardless. It's not going to happen. So things don't need taken out just because one person doesn't find them fun, or a few people. As long as people are, on the flip side, are having fun, that's what matters. Somebody's enjoying it. It's not a overpowered interaction that can't be beat. It's a simple mechanic that just takes some good head play and maintaining your calm, and you can beat it. And you don't just get to sit there and say, well, I need to have fun every single time. If you think that, life's going to let you down at every fucking occasion. And when I say that, then people usually, well, this is a game, and games aren't always fucking fun. Do you realize how much not fun it is to play something like Apex or Fortnite, fall into an area where there's already people and you didn't know it and get shot before you even picked up a gun? No, that's not fun, but it happens. Then there's no way you can't not make it happen. The part of playing games is learning to take a loss. That's true sportsmanship right there, is learning to take the loss and learning to take the uncomfortable parts and just roll with them. And then GG's and move on next. But a lot of people in here can't do that. But I guess that's my thoughts on the matter, so. Y'all have a good morning. I got to get to work. Cheers.